Hey everybody, I was working on some simple little notebooks with a few papers in them, and I have a die that I don't see right now that cuts out the shape here, and it's really cute. And it fits an 8x8 sheet of paper perfectly. So I have used the Tim Holtz Vault release papers. I bought 2 of all of them of the 8x8's and then 2 of all of the 12x12's because they're all just beautiful and I know that I will use them. I also have 1 of the memoranda from 2017, the original with the 36 papers, but I will not use that. I'll probably just keep that. Anyway, I'm using the 8x8 papers. So when I cut out, when I cut out this die from here, I always had this strip over here left, and so after straightening it out, cutting off the crooked edges, I would have this here, which is approximately right at 3 inches wide. And I knew I'd be doing something with these strips that's left. Okay. Well, I really like the idea of these. I think these are a Rolodex envelope die, and you fold these little tabs under. They're perforated there, so you fold those under on both sides, and then you glue it to make your envelope. Well, if you do that, I'll open one here. When you do that, you can't, your design on the front, of course, if you pick something that you like, it's on the inside, so you can't open it and see that design. And if you turn it over, it's going to be upside down, one way or the other. It's either the top will or the bottom. Well, this one here, I could have done this way, but only a little part of the bird right here would have shown. So I thought, well, what if I make it so that it just completely opens so that you'll see that on the inside when you get it done. And I came up with using the little side strips for the 3-inch wide and about 3 3/4 inch tall little, like matchbooks, notebooks. So this is what I came up with, and that way you can have your design that you like on the outside. On the back it'll be upside down, but on the front they'll both be right side up. So I think these are really cute, and I think I put 7 or 8 papers in there, and they're just from just a plain old notebook, small notebook that I have. And I am so unorganized today. I'm not sure where I put it. Anyway, it's just a small notebook with light line pages, and I thought it would look neutral enough to go with anything. So I thought this was cute. It's so simple, and you can decorate it however you want, and it'll go, they'll go in any kind of journal or stand on their own. As far as these, this design was upside down, so I put this little file folder, which was another Tim Holtz die, little file folder on the front. I cut out quite a few of them. I made several because I intended, like I said, to make with these, this here. And I didn't like that the design was upside down there, so I just put this over it, glued it on, and then you can stuff something in there. On the inside, it's kind of hard to get to, so you got to kind of pop it open, and then so on the inside you can stuff a note or a journaling spot or whatever in there. I just stuck another little file folder in there for now, maybe. And so then you just close it. I don't like how the Rolodex holes, you know, they're, if you put something too big in there, it's gonna cover that, which I went ahead and covered it with the file folder anyway because I don't have a Rolodex. I guess if you have one, you just want to make a smaller, you know, a smaller piece of paper or whatever to put in there, journaling card, that doesn't cover the holes on the front or the back, so you can stick it in your Rolodex. I kind of like the way I did it because it's not a Rolodex envelope anymore. And then I just put a little rusty paper clip on it. So you can tuck that into wherever you want. And I like the die. I don't like the perforations. I wish they wouldn't have perforated it. I wish they would have put just a lower level straight line across on the creases and the folds on the sides. That way it wouldn't have, you know, cut the paper through, because after you fold this a few times, you know, like your top and everything, it's gonna come apart pretty easily. So on the second one here, I actually put a piece of washi tape across that fold. I didn't do it on the bottom because it's glued, so it's, you know, that's not going to come apart. This here, the same. I put another file folder on the front. But then again, the design that I liked is on the inside. You can't see it, and that just irritated me. But yeah, the washi tape over that fold is going to help the top flap from coming apart. So I'm not in love with that die. I like it, but they could have made the design a little bit better. So anyway, I'm not going to make these today because they irritate me. I'm going to put a page or section on my website to sell the finished products that I made, because I have tons of things that I've made and I don't journal. So I would rather someone enjoy the pretty things that, you know, I will never use, and they're just sitting here. They're beautiful. I love everything I make, but I don't, you know, like I said, I don't journal. I don't know what to do with them. So I've sent a lot out in Happy Mails and things like that, but I would really like for somebody to be able to purchase them and use them in their journals or however they see fit. So anyway, I'm not going to make these today. I kind of explained with those, you know, how you put that together. I'm not going to link that die anywhere because, like I said, I don't like the design very much. I'll probably end up selling that or getting rid of it, or I'll figure out some other way to use it. I do like the shape. I can say that. Anyway, all right, so I'm not going to make those, but I am going to make the little, large matchbook notepads. And I thought I would, because this way here, you can either use the design you like on the front or on the inside, because you'll be able to see both, at least down here. And then I'm going to, I think I'll punch a couple of holes, and then I'll just tie a string through it. That way you can replace your note paper whenever you use it all, if you want to. And then you can decorate the fronts. I'll probably decorate a couple for you. Anyway, let's work on that. So like I said, these are the strips that I had left over from cutting out from that die that I'm not happy with. Oh, I like that one. I love the feathers. So they are 3x8 Yeah, 3 by 8, because I know it's an 8-inch sheet. And you can fold this with you can use your scoring board or whatever. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna, what I do, I made that about 3.5 inches up, something like that. So I think let's go about there. Love the butterfly on the front. He's so pretty. Make sure that's straight, and that is not straight. Okay. Bone folder out. And then your little notepad. You can make these a little bit bigger than what I have. Not a whole lot, but you know, you can see it doesn't take up the entire interior. I just used the paper that I had, and I think I made 3 sections from one on each sheet. So I got 3 uses out of each sheet. You could make it a little bit longer if you wanted to. I do suggest that you leave about 1/8 of an inch on each side. That way it stays tucked inside of there. Okay, so you keep your paper, you know, in there, and then you fold that flap down whatever height you want. And I don't want to completely cover that butterfly, so I'm going to go about there for my top flap. Alrighty. Now see, I think that's a little bit bigger than this one. Just barely, just a tiny bit. About 1/8 of an inch. Or no, actually I did that pretty darn close. Okay. Well, so all I did was I took a 1/4 rounder and just clipped the corners. Just makes it look a little bit nicer, you know, because those corners are dangerous weapons. So you can ink around the edges if you want to. I'll go ahead and do that on this one because I really like this one. And that's just vintage photo distress. Everybody knows how to ink the edges. But there are new people too that don't know anything about it, so that's why we're gonna show it. And it gets boring sometimes to people that already know what they're doing, but that's okay. You can fast forward through that or through this if you want to. And these are so simple. I mean, you could probably figure these out for yourself. It's just another idea for something that you can make very quickly. It could be a mass make March item, you know, or just something to use up some scraps, which is wonderful. You don't have to use lined paper. You could use your tea-dyed paper, music paper, any kind of scrap papers that you want to, because they're so small that you should have scraps that you can use up. And they'll work wonderful. Look just beautiful. Okay, so we got that inked. That is still wanting to fold offset. I don't know why. We're going to fix it. Okay. Got that all nice and straight. Now, I think I'm going to get my little 16th inch punch, which is this little bitty guy here. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's just a tiny, tiny hole. I want to take my papers and do them at the same time. There's 6. Let's go 7. Let's do 8. We could probably do 10. And let's decide, let's see, we want to put it about there. Try to get that straight. You can clamp that if you want. I'm not going to today. And then I just want to do one hole there, that corner. Turn around, make sure you don't move it, and try to get this somewhat even. If it's not even, it's okay. We got it pretty good there. So we have our two little holes in our papers, and I'm just going to take a piece of thread. You can use embroidery floss, you could use this waxed cord that I have, you can use whatever you want. I have about a 10-inch, 11-inch piece. Doesn't matter, just as long as it's gonna go through there, and then you'll be able to tie it. And you want to go through the back so that your tie is in the front. Okay, I'll have to get my needle threader, wherever that went. There it is. So put that through there. This just makes this so much easier. I'm old. I can't see good enough. Not coordinated, you know. Totally uncoordinated. Okay. You know I am. Anyway. So, there we go with our nice little string. And I'd probably cut it a little bit longer than what I just did, because this is a little short to try to tie into a bow. So this one I think I'm going to tie into a knot, and that'll be okay. You can always untie it. It's not that hard to untie. On the next one I will tie it in a bow, make it a little bit longer string. Alright, so I'm going to cut these little tails off. If you're tying it in a bow, I probably shouldn't have clipped them off, but I did. Anyway, it's one of those days. Anyway, there you go. You have your little notepad. You could also do this on the back. You could tie it on the back. That way it's a little bit cleaner look. This won't be in the way of any writing. And unless you're going to glue it, and you don't, I mean, if you don't want to replace your papers ever, then it wouldn't matter. But if you want to replace your papers, I would not glue this down like that. Otherwise, you know, if it's like this, you could glue it down, because you could still untie that and put more papers in. So, we might put a little, could put a little magnet under there, or a little piece of Velcro, whichever. And I think I'll do one with Velcro and one with a magnet for you. Let's see. Got my clear Velcro dots. I am going to use just a half of one, because these are so small. I mean, the notepad is so small that I really don't need much to hold that down. We're going to put this one on the top, just like that. And then our second piece right here. Just snip that in half, same way. We're going to stick that, oops, to me. We're going to stick it right on its partner with the sticky side up, and then just close it right on there, nice and straight. There you go. You can't really see that because these are the clear ones. At least that part is clear. So it's got its closure. It stays shut. It's cute. We can decorate the front with a label, or like some Tim Holtz curator thing, curator snippets, whatever you call those. I think they're snippets. Let's find something. Oh, this is histology, diatomaceae. I like that. That one looks good with that. Let's see. Oh, there's a... Nope, that's not... I'd like to find one that says specimen, if I can. Nope. We'll find something. Oops. I like that light one. Oh, University State of New York. That would be okay. I like that one. This one here, I love that one, but it kind of blends in a lot. That'd be okay on the front, I think. And oh, there's a little number. Oh, we need a different number. Wait. Okay, and this is the number strips. Let's see. Of course, you can always stamp on there too. Let's find. There's that. Department 177. I don't know, I don't like that color with that. Oh, there's a handwritten one. Handwritten printed one. That would look okay. Put it up here. That's alright. I want another one down at the bottom. Do something like that. That'll work. I think that looks good. Okay, since we inked the edges of the notepad, I'm going to ink these. Plus, these have white edges, white core, so I want those to be finished edges looking. Boy, I am making so much sense today. Like I said, it's one of those days. I've had a heck of a week. Plus, it was my husband's birthday week, and which was wonderful. He just turned 49. I'm 52, so yeah. He's 3.5 years younger than me. Love of my life, I swear. He's my soulmate. Love that man. Anyway, sorry. Too much information. Okay. So, we got those. I'm thinking it needs something else. I don't know what. What about a neutral butterfly? If I can find, I don't know what I did with them. I'm not sure what I did with them. Oh, or a stamp? Could use a stamp. I have lots of stamps. Lots and lots of stamps. But, and I don't know if they're worth anything. I have no idea. I like that one. I like the neutral colors. I don't want to cover up all of that, but come here. What about something like that? I put that. No, I don't like it down. Maybe a smaller one. And I have lots more stamps than this, believe me. I have tons of stamps. Do I even have a smaller one in here? Goodness. There's some nice colors in that one. That looks nice. Okay. It's the same size. Goodness. Oh well. That's okay. Grab one of those. Yeah, I went through them all and so I went through them all and sorted them all out. Put them in, you know, like same ones in baggies. Oh, because that's the way my brain works. Gotta love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gosh. That's me. Spend 3 hours going through, you know, hundreds of stamps and just put them. Oh my goodness, my husband thinks I'm a nut. Yeah, he's right, but he loves me. He must. We've been together 20-something years, 21 years, 20 years. I don't know, something like that. Goodness. All right, so let's get this glued on. Those edges pretty close. Alright, so I think I want to go over here Get that on there nice and straight. Straight as possible anyway. Oh, that does not want to stick down. Why? I don't think this paper likes my glue. It's gonna like it one way or another. Yes, you will. All right, now we got her. Okay, that looks pretty. I like that little shot of blue in there. Little spot of blue. All right, so our number. I need fingernails again. I chopped them all off. Now I can't pick anything up. Oops. I am so uncoordinated today. Get that on there straight, maybe. Something looks crooked. It looks crooked. I don't... Okay, that's better. That's a little better. It's not perfect, but that's better. I can stand that. Okay, good. Now, this bottom, how do I want to do that? I think I put that one. Do I want to go on that corner, or do I want to go this way? Since I have those on that side. Yeah, I'm going to do this corner because that's kind of faded out. So we're going to do it over here. That way I don't feel like I'm covering anything up. Oh, yeah, that's me. Now this, let's see. How do I want to do this? Oh, come here. Okay. Oops. Stop that. See, there's the top. Okay. Do I want to put that, like something like that, and then the number over these? I'm not sure I like that very much. I'm going to do it like this. No, I don't think I want to use that. I think I'm just going to put this on here. And just offset just a little bit. That is so cute. Look at that. Yep, that looks good. I like that. Everything's wonky. Oh my goodness. Like everything. That's okay. Somebody will love it, I hope. And got our little Velcro thing. And we can see our beautiful design. The inside's gorgeous as well. Got ink on my paper. How lovely. My goodness. Okay, so we got that one. And we're going to go ahead and finish the bug one. And I really would like to find one of my butterflies to put on here. I have some. Oh, that was pretty. Oh, what about that one? Oh, he looks good. Wonder how much of him be covered up. Oh, I can do it like that. Love that. Okay. And where'd our number go? We can use that number. Yes. I think that looked great. And I'll show you how I colored these in a video. Because they just look so pretty. They look realistic. You can see all the shiny and stuff. But yeah, you can see this part's colored. I colored this part, and this is just printed. Same with this one. This one's colored. This one's printed. So I'll show you sometime in that for that. But I love this one. I love the colors with that. That number will go perfect. And we'll find something else to go with that. I need something with maybe some orange. Oh, look at that. That'll work. Yes. Do something like that. Throw our number in between. Under his little butt. abdomen, whatever you want to call that. Let's see, I think that'll fit just fine. We'll get it figured out. I like that. That'll work. Okay. Go ahead and edge these, or distress ink these. Oh, I have that one already done. Okay, now I did notice that I did not, yeah, I guess I did. I just missed them. Missed the edges. So I'm going to take a dark pen here. I'm going to go around the edges so those don't show up. I don't like that white core showing up. I can't believe I missed that. Looks like the rest of it's done. I just missed part of it. Huh. Or parts of it. I can't believe I missed that. Hey, that side's good. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now, we need to do our papers. Let's see what we got. 1, 7. Let's do 8 again. They're not all exactly the same size. We're going to line them up at the top because I think that looks better. We're going to put, oops, try to keep them even. At least most of the, no, for the most part, even. Okay. Lay that in there. We're going to punch our holes. We'll line that up with the top of the paper. That way I know where to put it on this side. So it'll be the same. And just try to guess. Yeah, that works. That's good. Okay, now this one, I think I'll make the string longer and I'll tie it on the back. Let's try that. And we can clip off anything that, you know, that we don't need or that's too long. That's what I meant. And let's see, we're doing it this way. Oops. Okay. Pull that through. There's one end. And that end. All right. So we know that's good to go. Yeah, I left plenty of room to be able to tie that. So tie a little bow if you want to. And get my fat fingers to cooperate. Oh! Okay, it's a little loose, but that's okay. Goodness. Jump right out of there. Alright, so that looks alright. You don't even have to cut that off if you don't want to. My papers are a little weird, but that's okay. It's going to be on the inside. Okay, so I wanted to do a magnet. Let me get my magnets. Be right back. Okay, so I have these little bitty guys here, and they are, goodness, I can't think anymore. They're about 1/4 of an inch wide, but they're really, really thin. They're not even a 16th. It might be 3/32 thick. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these. I think I have some larger ones somewhere. Of course, I have no idea where I put them. Yeah, I have these. They are about 1/4 inch. So let's use those instead of these itty bitties. And those are... Goodness. They're just so thin. They're thinner than the others. Than them. Okay, great. Guess that worked. And for the part that it's going to stick to, I'm not going to use another magnet because those things are expensive. I have these little steel discs. And I'm going to put the disc here. Think about doing it under the paper. Excuse me. That way you won't really see it. Yeah, let's do that. Let me find a scrap. Possibly. Or, let's see. I could use a piece of washi tape. That would work. This has some botanical kind of stuff on it. Might probably be okay. I have no idea where I got this. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to cut off a little piece. Try to get that apart. You know what? I made my own printable tape on the clear sticker paper. I am going to use some of that. So, let me get my cutter. Grab my small one here. I'm going to get my magnet out of the way before I lose him. Alright. Got my small cutter. I'm going to cut me a strip of my tape. Let's do maybe a 1/2 inch strip. Oh yeah, that should work. Okay. Now I'll cut off just a piece of that. Now you will be able to see the magnet through this, but it's on the inside, so that doesn't bother me. We're going to glue the magnet in place, but we want this tape to really hold it down, because that glue will not keep that forever. So let's put this over it. Oh, that looks fantastic. Looks like vintage tape. Perfect. I love my tape. I should put that in my shop. You can cut it in thin strips, thick strips, whatever you want. Yes, I should. Okay, so that's going to stay there. That's going to be fantastic. So then we'll put our other one under this, our magnet under this. Glue it down. Let's see, we'll do him right there. Since that's where he wants to go. Just a little bit of glue. Ooh. Okay. Cut another piece of tape. You know, I did that wrong. Don't do that, guys. You don't want to glue it to that part. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank goodness that's not going to show up. I put the glue on the wrong side. Goodness. Okay, so a little bit of glue there, and then our, yeah, so we know where he goes now. Oh my. Okay, so he's there. Yep. And I'm not one to paint my nails. I don't have the patience for that. And then as soon as I paint them, it's like 3 hours later, I've got chips all over them and they look terrible. And nope, not my thing. I am not a nail painting girly. I do paint my toenails occasionally, but not my fingernails. Okay, but I think they're beautiful on everybody else. All right, so put that down. Now that will stay. Now we have, look at that. Listen to that. It's just so satisfying. Look at that. I love it. Okay, got our magnetized one. You could use 2 magnets. It would be a little bit stronger of a closure, I think, if you use 2 magnets. However, I bought those little steel discs and they work great. You're only using 1 magnet that way. A lot cheaper. Okay, we got that. So now we get to decorate. And I love this butterfly. Do I want to do him that way or that way? I think we'll do him this way. Okay. That could go there, maybe right side up. I think that looks pretty nice. And put the number down here maybe. Like halfway under, halfway over. Or all the way under. Maybe over a little more so it's not quite so even. Yes. Let's do that. Okay. Put my glue away. So I believe it was about right there. Try to get it straight. Now that I'm gonna wait. I've already, well, I mean, I could mark it. Find my pencil. Yeah, we'll mark him up, mark him there. So I'm gonna just do this corner and this corner. Okay. Got the corners right in there where they go. Perfect. Now, this butterfly, try to get his edges pretty close to the edges anyway. Little head, abdomen. I'm guessing that's what it is. It may not be an abdomen. All right. And then we'll make sure that it's not going to be under that top part. Sort of centered. Look at that. That is so pretty. That looks so pretty. I love it. That looks great. I can't believe I found that orange, red orange that matches pretty well. Now a little magnet. Open it up. Got your notepad. That beautiful vintage tape. Homemade vintage tape. Cheap, cheap. And I didn't ink the edges. I don't think that really matters, but I still can because there's nothing really sticking around or stuck to the edges right now on here. So we can still do that. Yeah. Won't hurt a thing. Looks good. Yes, I like that. bend. And the bottom one. That looks so nice. Look at it, it's just so cute. I love it. If you wanted to put paper or something opaque over the magnet and the disc, or your two magnets, that would work just fine. I like how that my vintage tape looks on there. I think that looks great. And yes, that's perfect. Love that. I don't know if I want to put anything up here. What if we rip it and put a little piece of tape? Oh, that would work. Well, we taped it on the inside, so need to go, let's do about here. Look at that. I ruined it. Let's get that darkened up. Make it look, oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to cut this just a little off. I'm going to use a darker side just to make it a little bit thinner of a strip. Oh yeah, that's plenty long enough. Okay, come on. Oh my goodness, come on. There, oh, I had it. There it is. Oh. Stickers. Stickers are hard. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put that right across there. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'll just wrap that around. We could do a small, another piece on the inside if you want to. I don't think I'm going to. I like that just like it is. Yes. Look at that. That is so awesome. And it doesn't need anything else. I love it. All right. I think I'm good with those. Yes, I do believe that looks good. I'm happy with those. I think they're adorable. You can make, you know, like I said, make Easter ones or Valentine's or whatever, or just plain, you know, just neutral. These will go in anything. And just gorgeous. They're so pretty. I'll get my tape put in the shop for you guys at taterbear.com with everything else. And use up your 3-inch wide strips. Like I said, these are 3x8, but you could make them longer. Use a 12x12. You could make them wider. Use your old scrapbook paper that you really don't like that much, you know, the unloved scrapbook paper, and you can put something you do love on one side. And then fold it that way so that you see the beautiful part that you like on the outside or on the inside or whatever. It'll just be perfect to use up scraps and unloved paper. Put some lace across the top, or, oh goodness, there's so many possibilities. And, you know, we made 2 of them in this video, and they're just so easy. You know, you don't even have to round the corners if you don't want to. I like the way it looks. You know, but look at that. Okay, I think we are good. I think we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. I think they're beautiful. And you could just sit here and make these one right after another using whatever scrap pieces, you know. Just look at the feather and the eggs, flowers, you know. You could make that into kind of steampunk. Look at the beautiful numbers. The ledger on there. Oh my goodness. And that one's non-directional, that part. So this, I would fold this way, up like that, and then fold that part down as the top. Oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect. Wonderful. I mean, look at how it's just, you could use any kind of papers for that. Even just, you could use music paper. You could use anything. Pretty papers, ugly papers, you know, any of them. This would even be cute. Just, okay, I'll stop. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. I enjoyed myself, and I will see you again soon. I hope you make these. I think you'll love making them. You might get addicted to them. I'm going to sit here and make a few more. And like I said, they'll be in my, when I get my physical items page up in my store, I will put these in there for sale. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. I really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed my video. I will see you soon.